Acrylic Wi-Fi makes a product, both free and paid, that allows us to do various different types of Wi-Fi scanning. Let's take a look. So here we have the Wi-Fi analyzer that is going to take a look at your current Wi-Fi and make sure that you have the best Wi-Fi setup. Then we have something called heat maps. This is something that's generally done in an enterprise type of environment where you can go ahead and see the floor map, say, of your particular office, and you can see whether or not you have the wireless access points in the right place to get the maximum coverage. Then there's the Wi-Fi sniffer. There's a lot of different products out there that will sniff wireless, and it will tell you whether or not you have a secure type of wireless or whether you need to increase your password or the type of security you're using, such as WPA2 or 3. Then there's also a Bluetooth analyzer, which we won't cover here because we're looking mainly at Wi-Fi. Bluetooth mostly is just connecting a device to a PC, as an example, such as headphones, keyboard, or mouse. I'm going to install the acrylic Wi-Fi analyzer to take a look at it. The analyzer is installed and we see this new dashboard. I'm going to click on Start Capture. Now it's going to listen for all the Wi-Fi signals that are going on in the area. I'm using the evaluation period, but after that's up, you'll need to pay for the product in order to keep it working. So here are all the different 2.4 gigahertz channels. The main ones you see in North America are channels 1 through 11, but in Europe and Asia, we also see a couple of extra channels. I'm going to scroll down to the 5 gigahertz channels, and here we can see a lot of different channels that you would not see with the 2.4 gigahertz. And scroll down further, and you can see 6 gigahertz channels as well. And you can see the different SSIDs. These are the different types of connections or wireless access points that various different users can connect to. You can also see their MAC address, the channel that they're using, and other information. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable 6 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz scanning, just so I can see 2.4 gigahertz only. And now you can see the band is just showing 2.4 gigahertz. The width you're seeing here, you see some 20s and some 40s. 20 megahertz is just one channel, but 40 megahertz is bonding two channels together so you can get a much faster connection. Here you can see the type of 802.11 connection that they're getting. So 802.11 basically means February of 1980. That's the 802. And the 11th is the standard that was requested of the IEEE, or International Electrical Institute. And so we have 802.1, 802.2, 802.3, etc., all the way up to 11 was the wireless standard. Here we can take a look at the type of encryption that they're using. So WEP is the oldest encryption. And so in this case, if it says open WEP, that means that there is no password to be able to log into those devices. And even though we can turn off broadcast of SSIDs so they become hidden, they still can be shown using a product like this Wi-Fi analyzer. So this one is showing up as hidden, yet we can still connect to it because we know information such as its MAC address. I'm going to scroll to the right. And here you can see things like the vendor that made this particular access point. We see some Google, some DWNet, and some other ones as well. Down below, we can take a look at the different devices that we're connecting to. These are different access points and the quality of the signal that we're getting. I can even click on network quality, for instance, and then I would pick any particular access point, and it will give me a summary of information such as the quality of the channel, average network quality, things like that. So I can choose different ones, and it will give me different results. I'm going to go over to where it says devices, and these are all the devices that are connecting into these various different access points. So we'll select one in particular, and we can see the traffic that's being passed. Now, we can't necessarily see what's happening as far as being able to decipher what it is that they're saying, but we are able to see that the traffic is happening, which can be a great tool for troubleshooting our wireless connectivity. Although a Wi-Fi analyzer can be used for unethical reasons, such as attempting to hack a network, it can also be used to check the quality of Wi-Fi signals and the devices connected to our access points.